Hi and welcome to the Organic Beehive. In today's video, I'm hoping to make it short and sweet and not ramble too much, but I do have a 3-part series video that I'm doing on ways to just reduce your chicken feed bill. So the first one I will link down below, which was how to ferment your chicken feed. And today is part 2 in the series where we are going to talk about sprouting seeds for your chickens. There are so many benefits to sprouting seeds for your chickens. We as humans also eat sprouted seeds, and you sometimes have to think, well, why do we eat it? Well, we eat it because it is so nutritious, it improves digestion, and those things transfer over to our chickens as well. Other benefits are it is so easy to make. You don't have to have like a big gardening room or seed starting room. You can simply use your kitchen counter. It's that easy. And the last benefit to sprouting seeds is it's just so inexpensive, right? You are taking seeds and you're sprouting them. And when you sprout them, they double, quadruple in size, and it's just a fun little snack for your chickens to have. Now, there are a variety of seeds that you can try sprouting, and I actually have a list here so I don't forget any, but there's alfalfa, barley, broccoli, clover, corn, lentils, oats, peas, quinoa, radish, sunflower, and wheat berries. And really, the sky's the limit. Maybe you have leftover garden seeds, right? Try sprouting it. Just do a little experiment, have fun, use what you have on hand. Obviously, do your own research on whether or not, those seeds might be toxic to the animals. But again, it's just kind of fun to experiment and just try it out for yourself. Now, the supplies that you're going to need for sprouting seeds, the number one thing would be seeds. Now, there are a few things that I have done. You can go, I guess, the easy route and try and find a sprouting seed mix on Amazon. I preferably try to find organic, but again, that's up to you. Amazon has mixes, so I can't remember the one I had recently. It had clover and radish, and the chickens just loved it. But I believe I paid just under $20 a bag for those seeds. Now, they lasted quite a while. I think they lasted over a month, and I was doing it like every single day. But I realized that if I wanted to continue to do it, I wanted to make sure that I was spending the least amount possible. And obviously, this whole series is about trying to save as much money as we can when it comes to feeding our chickens. So my recommendation for you is you can go to like a health food store, and they have sprouting seeds. The one local to us has sprouting seeds. I can get a pound of them. And I really just pick and choose which ones are the cheapest. So I just got some wheat berries from the health food store. I believe it was under $4, and I got a pound of it. The chickens will love it. It was much cheaper than going the route of the sprouting seed mixes. But here's another thing. Maybe you want to get away from actually getting a bag of sprouted seeds. So let me show you something really quick. This is what I got from the health food store, and it specifically says sprouting seeds. This is peas. These are peas, and then like I said, I got some wheat berries. These are hard red spring, and on the bag it specifically says sprouting seeds. But I also challenge you, I haven't done it yet because I'm really just in the experimentation process of all of this, but the health food store also has a bulk food section, which you could pretty much get at any grocery store. And like I said, I go for organic when possible, but you can go ahead and look in the bulk section of your store and see if you can find, you know, quinoa and lentils and things of that nature to try and sprout, because those are going to be even cheaper than these that are specific for sprouting. So that's another thing that I would recommend. And As Your Standard is another great option for buying, not specifically the sprouted seeds, but like bulk food items that would work for sprouting seeds. So looking up, you know, quinoa and sunflower seeds and things like that, you can buy in bulk and feed your chickens for months and months on end. So we covered seeds. You're gonna need seeds for starting your sprouts, and you're going to put the seeds in a 32-ounce mason jar. Now, there are bigger scale ways of sprouting your seeds. You can go ahead and look at YouTube, look for fodder systems, F-O-D-D-E-R. That works, but I do a much smaller scale just because I don't have that many chickens. I apologize, my daughter's coming in and out, so if you hear her, that is what it is. So we've got the seeds, you've got the jar. I would start with about 2 heaping tablespoons of your seeds to put in your jar. Each seed is going to produce a different size sprout. So if you continue to do the same seed for sprouting day after day, week after week, you'll start to get into a pattern and know how big they do get. So you can always adjust, but I would say starting there and then adjusting as you learn more and more about the sprouted seed itself. And then, let's see, you're going to add water, and then you'll need a lid for your jar. Now, you can get creative. Maybe you have a screen, or maybe you have cheesecloth lying around, or something with holes in it, right? You want it to fit over your jar, and you want to be able to strain out the water. That's all we're trying to do here. So a lid, I can put a link in the description box below with the supplies that I use, the jar and the seed sprouting lid. Just makes it super easy. I have a few of those laying around the house so I can do a batch of them, and just let it sit on the counter from anywhere like 8 to 12 hours. So what I would do is I would either start your seeds in the morning, and then at night you can drain them, right? It'll give you 8 to 12 hours. Or you can start it at night, let them soak through the night, and then in the morning what you will do, right after the 8 to 12 hours, you will rinse it out. So all you're gonna do is pour the water out of the jar, and the lid is gonna strain it all out for you. And then each day you are going to just do a quick rinse of your seeds. You can do, I would say, to be on the safe side, 2 times a day. So I try and get in the habit of every morning and every night adding new water to the jar and then rinsing it out. You're just trying to keep these seeds moist to help germinate and to, you know, help them grow. Now, if you happen to forget one morning or you happen to forget at night, you know what? It happens. I do it all the time. But at the very least, I would recommend rinsing it at, you know, once a day, because you will start to get mold and bacteria. And this did happen to me. I think I had read from somebody else that they only did it once a day or something. And I was like, oh, that'll be easier for me. And so I kind of just forgot about it and did once a day. And let me tell you that it looked a lot different than the seeds I had done prior to that when I was rinsing more frequently. The water was discolored. It had a bad smell to it. It was slimy. So you'll know right away if your sprouts are going bad. If they are, you'd have to dispose of them and then start a new batch. But for me, I just like to make sure as best I can to rinse them both morning and night. So you're going to just repeat that process, right? Rinsing morning and night until, I would say, anywhere from 2 to 7 days. I cannot give you an exact formula because it all depends on what seed you are specifically sprouting. But anywhere from 2 to 7 days, you'll start to see the little green shoots coming out of the seed. And when they get long enough, you'll know that they are ready to be fed. And I have all this information up on my blog. I have a blog post dedicated to sprouting seeds for your chickens. So you can go there for a little more detailed information on how long, what size the sprouts needs to be, so on and so forth. But sprouting seeds is a really easy process. Sorry, I am watching another dog and he just came in. Sprouting seeds is another just easy process, and when you think about it, those seeds start off like this and they expand, just giving more food to your chickens. I hope you enjoyed part 2 of the series. Be sure to check the description below where I will have all the videos in the series so you can look back on. I have fermenting chicken feed. This week is all about sprouting seeds, and then next week is a way of feeding your chickens for free that I have been doing and loving, and the chickens have been loving too, quite frankly. So go ahead and subscribe if that's something you might be interested in, and I look forward to seeing you next time. Bye.